Alright, Schlockmeister fans, another private screenings movie for you. This one's called Love Lessons. Let's check it out. This is Anna. She has car troubles.
How long it'll take to fix this little buggy?
No idea how long.
Oh, a rough guess, I'd say a week, and we have to get it up to the shop.
Is your shop very far away?
Oh,
Stop joking, please.
So he takes it to his shop. He still says it's going to take a week,
In that case, you better get busy.
but she uses her feminine charms to change his mind. We don't see what happens, but the next thing you know, her car is fixed. This guy runs a spaghetti factory. His son Roberto's been away at school.
I'm sorry. With the noise, I didn't hear you come in.
What is this anyway? I didn't send you to the most expensive school in Switzerland so you can stand in front of a machine and help it pack spaghetti. But you're nothing. You're on vacation now. You're supposed to be having a good time. I'm worried. I'm goddamn worried. I've been forced to the conclusion that Roberto is not normal.
Why? What's he been doing?
Absolutely nothing. Convinced that he's never been with a woman in his life. What the hell have they been teaching him in that stupid place in Switzerland? Like you didn't really accomplish very much now, did you?
Oh, give me time.
You should try with a different atmosphere, Filippo. No use dragging in those two-bit whores. You should try with a real high-class girl.
It's occurred to me already. I called my nephew Enzo, and he's taking care of all the important details.
He's got a plan to normalize his son. Meanwhile, Roberto does have friends.
Something to liven up this thing, huh?
They're at a party.
Sure, but what? Give me some ideas. That's your specialty.
Well, there's one sure way to excite them. You know what's going to happen?
No, what?
We're going to have an orgy.
An orgy? You've orgied before, haven't you? Oh, sure, in Switzerland. We used to do it all the time.
So the girls leave the room, they turn out the lights, and they're all getting naked, allegedly.
You have to be naked, idiot.
But it's a prank on Roberto.
Hey, what's going on in here? How come the lights are out?
So Filippo hires this woman named Anna.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure about.
That's the car trouble woman.
I know. It's one of your strong subjects. But you know, to teach it. Quite a different matter.
You really think so?
So Roberto arrives for what he believes are going to be like art lessons.
Come in.
Are you Professor Grimaldi?
That's right.
May I,
Yes, of course. My methods are, shall we say, rather special, particular.
In what way?
I've worked out a new system, a very modern technique,
I don't quite...
based on intimate contact with the pupil. It was intended for the seduction
Part of her
of
methods
opposite sex.
includes showing a completely naked woman and pointing out her body parts.
Dubious taste. But women are like pigs. There's no need to throw away anything.
No lesson would be complete without feeling up her titties. And of course the important task of removing stockings.
Okay.
The technique for planos is totally different. I'll teach it to you another day. Stop. Try it again, but this time smoothly.
All right.
That.
Well, with all these lessons, he's now noticing the fairer sex. Checking out ladies' panties up their skirts. Reading dirty magazines in the bathtub. Going to dirty movies. Now he's got a huge boner.
Roberto.
Anna, I've come to make love to you.
Anna?
That's her uncle and teacher.
Nothing, just a pupil. Roberto, come in here a minute.
My turn now. Wow, what a right cross.
It ain't happening today, that's
the
for
man
sure.
who accused of being my lover is Professor Pablo de Salinas, professor of art at the University of Tegucigalpa, besides which he is my uncle.
Nonetheless, they get past that little incident and basically go on a date, where we actually see some pretty awesome sights from the city of Rome. They go back, and this time we might actually be getting somewhere. She's actually wearing a bodysuit over her entire body there. But he uses his lessons and knows how to take that bodysuit off. Finally, he hits pay dirt. Lesson learned.
No. No. Absolutely no.
The lessons are done now, though.
Why?
Because no.
Roberto's dad
No.
wants him
Why?
to get her to do
No.
more lessons
Ridiculous.
because your son's fallen in love with her.
In most cases, women say no. What they mean is yes.
That's an awful
However,
statement.
there are women who say no and mean no.
Mind if I call you Anna?
Not at all.
You've become something like a drug, Robert. Modern technology doesn't use the cold turkey method anymore.
Gabriella, who saw him naked earlier.
Long time no see, huh?
Yeah. You really like tennis, huh?
Well, it doesn't look like I'm wearing scuba gear, does it?
No, but
Roberto's getting around a little bit now.
Come in.
I came to find out if you'd...
But there's always still his Anna. Of course, when Anna sunbathes topless, Daddy gets excited too.
Oh, Mr. Conner, could you kind of get up here for a second?
Can I get it up? Can I get it up there?
Here I am. Tool in hand. I'm coming.
Of course.
So Dad decides to take some
Sure,
lessons as well.
This is really extremely kind.
Well, I must tell you, I still have my suspicions that you're going to drag Roberto into this. Take my word, I happen to know he's doing his own thing marvelously well.
Oh, please, honestly, Roberto has nothing to do with this.
Daddy picking up right where his son left off. And that's our movie. I must say, I kind of like these credits. All the monuments shown in this film are absolutely authentic. Yes, they are. All right, let's talk about this movie called Love Lessons. It's a private screenings movie. The box didn't look like this. However, this is some actual art that we found online for this. Not available on DVD, so I burned the pre-recorded VHS tape I have and made some lovely box art. So anyway, this is an Italian-made movie from 1971 with an Italian title, which I can't recall. It was also known as The Reluctant Virgin. Now, this is a similar film to the previous one I just did, T for 3, in which there are literally 0 reviews of this movie on IMDb from users or critics alike, so I will be the first one again. What we have here, kind of very similar to, I don't want to say very similar, but a little similar to My Tutor in some aspects. This guy runs a spaghetti factory in Rome, or in Italy somewhere, and he's worried about his son. His son's been away at school in Switzerland, and he thinks his son is, quote, not normal, end quote. He says, I don't think he's been with a woman. So he has this guy, this right-hand man named Filippo, I think his name was. And he says, Filippo, can you do something about this? Hire somebody, get somebody. So he gets this like art teacher to go along with this thing to basically teach Roberto the ways of life and love. So that's what the teacher does. It's not quite as hands-on as she leads to being. She does show a naked woman in class and shows, I don't want to say class, it's just one student, points out her various genitalia and stuff to him, teaching her about the body. She does let him feel her boobs at one point. And then at that point, Roberto starts noticing women and taking a lustful attitude towards them, goes to see dirty movies, reads dirty magazines. Then he goes over to Anna's house, the teacher, and says, I need to make love to you now. Anna basically shuts him down. No, you don't. She slapped him. But then again, the next scene, they're walking hand in hand through the streets of Rome. It's kind of cool actually seeing some of the Roman sites, because I've been to Italy and been to Rome, and I saw some of those sites myself. So that was cool, at least for me anyway. So anyway, they eventually do have sex, and they start a relationship with each other. Next thing you know, Roberto's having relations with other women as well. So he's totally adept at this now. And then just like that, the lessons are over with, and their relationship is done. Well, he kind of is like addicted to her now, so his dad basically tells Filippo, hey, see if you can hire her again, because my son wants her, and she's kind of like a drug to him. Well, she's not really into this anymore, so the father then goes to Anna himself and says, I need some lessons too, and she agrees to do that. So the last thing in the movie is him taking off her stockings, and she's looking really happy. That's the movie. A ridiculous film. Yeah, I know. But yeah, anyway, very, very little about this movie online. There's a few posters you can find, but review-wise, I don't think there's anything out there other than this YouTube video. So go figure, right? So anyway, that is Love Lessons. I will leave a link to IMDb down below if you're looking for it. The VHS tape, of course. The film itself is not bad. It does have I don't want to say a ton of nudity, but it's got a decent amount of it, but not a ton. And the women are very attractive, as is the usual in these types of films. So anyway, like I said, Italian Maid, starring a woman named Marie-Louise Zeffa. I looked her up. She did about 11 movies, and this was one of them, Love Lessons. And actually, that is, from the on-screen title, looks like the original title, at least one of the original titles, not just slapped on by private screenings. So there you go. So anyway, check it out. Love Lessons. Let me know if you've seen this thing. Leave some comments. Watch it. Bye.